name is Edu Fukumasros, level 1 student of the graphic design department of UW. I'm specializing in multimedia.
My name is Paul Ajeman, schooling in the University of Education, Winneba, and in the graphic design department.
I'm Ofed Emmanuel, a student from the University of Education, Winneba, Department of Graphic Design, and specializing in multimedia.
I had my internship at Dominion Television, Syntax Rule.
I did my internship at Rebel Multimedia at Swama 11.
I had my internship at SRF-5170320011, also known as Twins Family.
It is located at West Legon in Accra.
Okay, I was really taught a lot when I was in school, and I also did my own research. So when I went there, it was easy for me to work under such pressure. So it was very, very innovative for me, and very creative for me too as well.
On campus, I learned time management because I was able to submit my projects on time. So when I went for internship, time management was one of the things that I applied, because after shooting a video, the next day the client is taking it. So you have to make sure you work within that time frame to make the project available for the client.
The team I was added to, we collaborated effectively for us to produce a better work.
With my team, normally we meet on Mondays and they give us the story and the problem they are supposed to solve within the week. So they were very, very creative, and they inspired me a lot to also bring out my creativity. So it was the best team.
The team I was with was a group of people who know what they do, and they have taken their time to learn whatever they are doing. So with that experience that they have, I took that as an advantage and also better off what I learned on campus. So I was not the only intern over there. We were 3, and they also taught me a lot. I learned a lot from them. With 1 or 2 things, I was able to learn a lot from both the intern and my mentors, that's my bosses.
The communication between my team and I was cool.
My team, they knew a lot because I was just a toddler, if I may say. But with what we did made me learn so much from them, that you need to humble yourself and learn from your seniors. So they really helped me to bring out the solution to the problem we were given to.
The experience there was, I learned how to work with a team. That encouraged me to produce better work.
I gained much experience during the internship because learning from most of the renowned photographers in Ghana as we speak now, that's Finnsonberg. It was a huge experience that I gained, and also self-confidence, because they used to shoot a lot of personalities, and if you don't have that self-confidence, because of how they are, they will overshadow you when on set or shooting. So I gained much of self-confidence.
My experience I had over there, it was quite hectic because I was the only person doing my internship over there. So almost everything was on me. So it was very, very hot inside. But God being so good, things went out as planned. So it was cool. Okay, I had a presentation to make. So they gave me some footages to edit. That was P.P. Paulson. And they didn't give me any script, nothing. So I was supposed to edit that thing. So after editing it, I presented it to the group. And the way I was lashed over there. So it really inspired me a lot to work more. So I have to stay and sleep over so that I can learn certain things so that to make the video a bit interesting. Yeah, so that is what I did in my presentation. The next presentation was amazing for them. So they were so happy about my work.
Actually, I didn't have any presentation.
Due to the nature of our job, I never had a presentation. All that we were doing was working and submitting to clients. The clients, most of the time we do, we send the work through mail, through retransfer to the client, and if there's any mistake or any correction to be made, my boss will just hit me up and then the correction can be done. So there was no presentation. Best work. The works are plenty, but the best one that I can talk of is shooting an interview for the second lady of Ghana. That's Samira Baumia. It was one of the best work that I did, and she loved the work, seriously. From post-production, pre-production, from production, post-production and pre-production, after editing everything and showing it to her, she was just in love with the work.
My best project I did for Dominion Television was we had the opportunity to shoot and film for Jamestown to Jamestown. We had foreigners coming all the way from US and UK to Ghana for the year of return. So my first time handling it, I used to handle it, but I wasn't that perfect with that. But that time I had upper hold on the camera, and that was camera rate. So I was handling the camera and I was able to take an amazing shoot, and that was my first project I ever did for Dominion Television.
I did a car branding for a terrestrial company limited. They deal with iron sheet. Challenges I faced was there was unavailability of internet. So to solve that, we contributed as a team to get a bundle for us to do our work.
The challenges. One of the biggest challenge was camera handling. So the innovative idea that I used in solving that was when we are shooting an interview, I make sure if we don't have tripod, I'll make sure the camera rests on something, or if I want a movement or maybe tilt or panning, I'll make sure I'll put the camera on either on a handkerchief, then pull it a little bit to create that movement so that I will not be holding it and then there will be a shake. And also I put my bosses to a certain level. I put them to the certain level to get us a gimbal, which help us in our daily basis with the movement of cameras, and it was really helpful.
So I had a lot of challenges when I went to Dominion Television. Time factor was one, because when they give you a project, they expect you to do it within a time frame, but they wouldn't tell you. But you need to calculate that you need to submit it within a particular time. And secondly, because I was the only intern over there, so I had a lot of workload. So I had to sacrifice my night, sleep over the company, and work to achieve what they want from me. So that was the challenges I faced. In Unibar, we are used to the Windows machine. So what I learned over there, I was introduced to the iMac. So that was what I was using. So I learned a whole lot of stuff with the iMac. Yes, and secondly how to communicate with the clients and my boss. I also learned something on that side, to be confident and to be trustworthy. Because if you are confident and you are trustworthy, you get interest from your boss, and the person is going to like any project you do. So that is what
I learned how to work under pressure, and also to work with the large format printing over there.
Newton. I learned how to fly the drone. Yeah. When I was on campus, I used to fly the drone, but not to that perfection. And God being so good, during my internship, my colleague knew how to fly the drone very well. So I took that opportunity and then learned it very well with other shots from different angles. And also I learned how to retouch images from my bosses.
Actually, they didn't know how to edit photos, so I introduced them to a software called Research Academy for them to get access, for them to get easily access in research.
During my internship, before we pursued the internship, SRF-5170320011 was mainly, they were into photography only. They were not doing videography, graphic design. But when we went for internship, I went purposely because of videography. So we introduced that videography into their business, and they love it very well because photography and videography is like twins. You can't leave one behind. So during the internship, we were doing much of videography. When we went for events, we don't do pictures, we do video in addition to the photography. So that helped them a lot.
Experiences I made during my internship was when I went there, I was welcome, and they made me learn a whole lot of things. So despite what I've learned and what they are doing, it was far different, but I was able to cope with them. So the impact I made is that my presence was felt. Immediately when I got there, they recognized me and they made me, at least what I was doing was in hand with them. So I was giving some tasks to do to manage some of their websites, and to do some flyers for them, a whole lot of stuff. So all these things I was also recommended. So recently they called me to come and do my service over there because of the good things I did. That has had an impact upon them. So they want me to do my service with them.
The little advice I will give to the upcoming colleagues is that you should always be humble, respectful towards your client.
Outside world, there's a lot of competition out there. So as a multimedia student or a graphic design student, you also need to read ahead and learn ahead so that you can be able to, your work should differentiate you from the other people. So the outside world is very hot and people recognize good work. So my advice to you people is whilst you are patronizing this course, you need to also do your personal research, learn extra, and make sure you produce exclusive and amazing work.
Experience from the outside world. What I learned was those in the industry now did not pass, most of them did not pass through that academic studies, like learning if it is videography or photography from university, or learn from people. They learn it on their own. So the advantage that we as students that we have is we had the book knowledge. So when you get to the outside world, you get that knowledge from the outside world to be able to like add it to your what you learned on campus. So the advice that I would give is we have to take our academic serious. So when you take it serious and you get to the outside world, when you add these two experiences, like those in the outside world, that's those you are looking up to, those who are into their profession, when you're able to get to their level, because you have that academic background, you'll be super and you do marvelous things. So that's the advice that I'll give to each and every one pursuing multimedia, graphic design, or any other course under graphic design.